yours, and everybody knows your own man say you stupid. You be like...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like central casting. Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll take that, 14 yards on play number 1.
A gain of 14. First down, Denver.
Throwing Nix. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
13 yards on
that one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Broncos first down. A gain of 13.
Nix to the air.
And the Broncos first down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he gets it up past the 35.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Throwing Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 137 yards.
And one of the top receiving games in the league in week 1, and they're expecting those types of games from him each and every time out. And they're going to need that from him if they want to make a move towards a league title.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. The Colts at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
31-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, Goodson. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
A short one there, caught by Warren. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 49 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And some room to run now. A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. 2nd down and 8. Now it's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the
To throw is Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
First down.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A loss of 4 that time on a sack, and it brings up 2nd. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Pat Bryant with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On the sneak, it's Nix. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And the Broncos first down. A pickup of 2 yards.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He's got his... The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Review the play. The ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Nix. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Setting up a screen for Harvey. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Down the field, he's got one. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
6 yards. That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 30.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And remember, here on a miss, this is a live football. And he will be out of bounds. So no touchdown on the missed field goal return here. And on that wild note, we will come to an end here in the first half of play.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our look at the NFL starts now. In the Steel City, it's the Steelers at home to take on the Seahawks in a rematch of Super Bowl 40. And it's Sam Darnold hooking up with his tight end, A.J. Barner. 15 yards for the touchdown. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they play host to the New England Patriots. And here's Jalen Waddle. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Dolphins are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And here's a man who went for 1,000 yards last year, James Cook. He's got the rock, he's got some room, he's got speed. 39 yards for the touchdown. The Bills get their first win of the year, and they had to earn it, too. They get the road victory. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from a jam-packed Week 2 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these two teams. 10-7 your score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They go play action here on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Off the play fake. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Warren. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Let's go. Come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Nick Bonito. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he will have the Broncos first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's Nix once more. He targets England for another grab. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Broncos first down.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Nix. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard
now
line.
Jones. He'll get this one to Pittman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Off the option, here's Taylor. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6.
Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And he's got Pierce. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Point after try forthcoming. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Watching that play unfold and watching them complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, here's Nix. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On play action, here's Nix. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Nix going to give to Harvey. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a give to Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 75 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle made there by Drew Sanders.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Colts first down.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Up the middle they go. Goodson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Again from the 15, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's one. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Jones will sneak it. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the Broncos coming out now. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Able to find Mims.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Throwing Nix. He completes this to Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now it's Nix. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is no good. He missed it. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Obviously, just a gigantic play here, tied late in the fourth quarter, getting the block to keep this game level.
Yeah, and Brandon, I know that I should be giving a lot of credit to how it was set up.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Jones. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Jones. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime.
Oh, a good-looking return setup here.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
A gain of 3, second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
There's certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
That one finds Pierce right side. And this is a touchdown. Now it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Broncos 24. Rigoberto Sanchez, the kickoff for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Here's Nix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Indianapolis, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.